Well, it looks like the whole Bud Light thing keeps going and going. Got some interesting things to talk about. I'm really fascinated by this because I think it's probably the most effective response I've ever seen to a company. A lot of people are very upset. I've never seen a company really just get a response like this. It's pretty amazing. Now, as you know, the other day they put out that Clydesdale horse advertisement thinking that was going to make things better. They also put out that fake apology, and it's not working. As you can see from the headline here, former Bud Light drinkers say too little too late after brand tries to make amends with pro-America ad. It's not working. It's not working. People aren't going to be easily fooled anymore. And like I said in my previous video on this, it's easy to break habits on something like this because you've got people dropping your beer. They're going to try new beer. I mean, there's plenty of cheap beer out there to try. If you don't want to go to a craft beer, which I highly recommend over this stuff. But you have a lot of people breaking habits. You know, most people have a drink, and that's what they like to stick to. And once they find something else, they'll easily jump off and go to something else if they like it better. You're breaking habits here. But here's the even more impressive thing. You actually have restaurants and bars dropping Bud Light from their menu. This is from WESH NBC2, a local news outlet. And they say that Grill's Seafood Deck and Tiki Bar has pulled Bud Light from their menu. Now that is interesting. So you actually have outlets now dropping this beer. I've seen reports of places backed up with this stuff. Like they can't sell it. And now you actually have businesses dumping it. And that's quite the decision
to no longer sell a certain brand.
Because, I mean, for a business to do that, they're going to take a hit on that. Because there's some people that just don't care. And will be mad and they'll leave because they're not paying attention to this. But I think that's the minority on this one. Most people are paying attention to this. That's why the company's lost $7 billion or whatever it is now. That's a lot of money. That's not pocket change. That's a lot of money. Gone. Poof. Gone. I wonder what they're going to do. What can they do with this? So now you've got outlets dumping the beer. We looked up the beers that Bud Light makes, and we will not buy them. I'll go to Coors, and I hope their sales rise and Bud Light falls. And then others say they'll be boycotting the restaurant. Well, I don't think that'll be too many because most people agree with this boycott.
Of beer.
That's after Bud Light.
Man, it just keeps playing that. Why does it do that? So that's the latest in this. Restaurants actually dropping the beer. And then you actually have more country music stars dumping the brand. This guy, Riley Green, I've never listened to his music, had Bud Light in his song lyrics. And he's changing them during shows now. This is apparently for his song, I Wish Grandpa's Never Died. Instead of singing, and coolers never run out of Bud, he belted out, and coolers never run out of cold Coors Light. And apparently a lot of people were thanking him for this. Thanks for knowing your audience, Riley Green Music. One Twitter user wrote, good for him. He can sing whatever he wants. Another said, a self-described anti-woke lawyer, Rogan O'Hanley, said on Twitter that the crowd at the stadium backed his lyrics change. Here's some responses there. Man, what a mess up this was. This was such a disaster. I've never seen anything like this. Not at this level. At a woke backlash. I've never seen anything quite as crazy as this. I'm impressed, to be honest, because most of the time people don't do anything. And usually it's hard to say, boycott something, because most of the time people won't do it. It's tough to say that because a lot of people just won't go through with it. They won't follow through with it, and they don't support it. So usually it's just a stupid thing to even talk about, but not in this case. This time it just kind of happened naturally. A lot of people are just out there just done with it. There's been some crazy things. Like I saw a video of some guy going into a Walmart and destroying all of the Anheuser-Busch out of the cooler. That's stupid. Why are you doing that? That doesn't hurt them. That hurts the Walmart. But they're just going to rack that up to insurance and get it paid for, and they're going to order more beer, and you go to jail like an idiot. Just don't buy it. That's that's the best thing you can do. Don't pay for the shit. Don't buy it. Don't drink it. Problem solved. Don't get yourself in trouble. That's just immature and stupid. But not buying it, that's okay. And I totally support any restaurant or bar that wants to drop it from their menu. I mean, I'm surprised anybody even drinks this shit as an adult, to be honest, because it's awful. There's so much better stuff out there that's still cheap. And maybe more people will finally move on from this garbage. Maybe. I'm not so sure, but we'll see. I'm really interested. Will this go on long term? Will it blow over in a couple of months? That's what I really want to know. The stock market really has been trying to ignore it. That's likely because Bud's ESG scores went up. ESG is such a scam. Now, I'm not a financial expert, but I don't see how investing in woke makes money. I don't see how that makes any money for anybody. How do you invest in woke? That's basically what ESG is, woke investing. Getting a company to become woke. It seems like it does more damage than it does good, to be honest, and it just pisses people off. I don't understand how that makes a company better. It seems like, to me, it looks like a scam. This BlackRock running around just ruining everything. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.